If someone would have told me 2 years ago that I would be able to have almost as much fun with a 65 millimeter quadcopter that I can have with a 5-inch freestyle drone, I would have said, absolutely not. You're insane and crazy to even think that I would be able to have almost just as much fun.
Seth, this is perfect for this, dude. Rock wants to eat it. Good chase.
Today, that all changes with this guy right here. Stay tuned. Flywoo did not send me this quadcopter for review. I purchased it with my own money, and all of the opinions that you're going to hear in this video are definitely my own. I'm going to go over the things that I love about this quadcopter, as well as some of the things that I feel could use improvement. This is the Firefly 1S Dead Cat NanoBaby HDZero bind and fly. This thing has crossfire. You can get it with ELRS as well. This is a 65 millimeter size. And let me tell you something, this thing is pretty amazing. So let me show you everything that came in the box. I've already opened it, obviously. But you get some cool Flywoo stickers. I have some over here as well. You get a little screwdriver to help work on the thing. You get this little registration card, support card here from Flywoo. And you get this extra screws, as well as some like grommets for the flight controller, the all-in-one. And you get some extra propellers as well. And I went ahead and purchased extra propellers just so I had some on tap. But honestly, man, yeah, this little guy doesn't really go through propellers nowhere near as much as I thought it would. But anyway, I got propellers for days. And it also comes with these prop guards. These prop guards here are going to add a little bit of extra weight, and we'll put them on the scale here in a minute. We'll weigh everything out. But yeah, if you wanted to have an option to have the props kind of protected here, you can put these on as well. Probably get a little bit shorter flight times, but yeah, that's a nice to do include that in the kit. So besides the extra props, this is everything that comes in the box from Flywoo. And like I said, I'm very impressed with all the little extra screws and grommets that they give you in here. Let me go ahead and open this up. All right, so once you open this up, it's really nice, all the extra little pieces they give you. So they give you an extra little 3D printed TPU battery holder. They give you a little piece of this protective little like ribbon covering material that they use to cover the wires here on the arms. So you get extra stuff for that. You get an extra little zip tie, a little camera lens protector. So that's really nice that you have all these extra screws in the kit. Very nice Flywoo, very nice. All right, let's go ahead and show you what this guy weighs on the scale. So quadcopter by itself, 35.3 grams. Then you're gonna take your 750 milliamp pack here. We're gonna put that on the scale. That brings up to 51, between 51 and 52 grams. All right, so once you add all the prop protectors with the battery, you're a total weight, all up weight of 58.4 grams. Well under the sub 250, so this will not need to be registered for any kind of recreational flying, thus alleviating the need for any kind of remote ID as well. However, if you're going to use this quadcopter for any kind of Part 107 work, as of right now, they are requiring to be legal that you need to have a remote ID module to put on this thing, which I don't know how or what you would find that would be a size and weight that would actually be able to go on this quadcopter for remote ID. So yeah, that's going to be a little bit of a struggle. Batteries that I purchased 3 of these, and Flywoo from the website can only send you 3 of these at a time, so just keep that in mind for the shipping company that they use. But yeah, I was able to get 3 of these 750 mAh little ADC packs, high volt, and these things are amazing. The weight, even though it's extra weight on this micro, this feels very good. Like I said, it gives you that nice throw when you throw the quadcopter around when you're freestyling. And definitely love getting like the extra flight times. You know, we're getting like 5.5 minutes with these bad boys. And what I'm using to charge these, I'll put a video up here. Check out my video on this. But this is the VFly Whoop Store 3. And while this connector here technically isn't the right connector, these fit perfectly right in there. They fit perfectly in the connector here. I'll show you. Boom. They fit perfectly right in there. No problems whatsoever using the V-Fly Whoop store to charge these packs up. And the thing that I really love about this charger is you can actually put these batteries into storage voltage with this charger. Both your high volt packs as well as your standard volt packs, you can storage charge your 1S packs with this bad boy here. Let's go ahead and take a look now at the Firefly little Nano quadcopter 65mm. This thing is truly, it just impresses me to no end. So you can see here we've got the HDZero Nano light kit here for the video system. Very nice. So we can now have HD video on this little 65mm. We have got a all-in-one flight controller with the Crossfire Nano RX receiver, as well as that little Crossfire little Immortal T antenna. And you can see that we're using carbon frame instead of the plastic traditional Whoop frame. Everything is nice carbon here, so because of the size and weight of this guy, this thing is going to be basically almost indestructible. This carbon is not going to be breaking anytime soon. Look at the thickness on that. You got a little whip antenna here for the video as well. So not the best video obviously, but for the weight and size of this, it works just fine. Especially that it's able to output 200 milliwatt as well. You can get some decent range on this for sure. And as you can see, this is a dead cat. You can see the two front motors, two front arms on the frame that are pushed back. And this is giving you that dead cat, so you can get a little bit better cinematic out of prop view. So this is rocking the 1002 motor size, as well as 19,800 kV motors here. So you can see we've got some shorter pancake style motors, but we've got some higher kV, and also with this tri-blade prop as well. This definitely helps to give a lot more performance for the quadcopter for this size. I think this is the perfect motor size. Has a lot of throttle resolution as well. These motors feel absolutely amazing on this. For me, the biggest gripe with the 65mm FPV drone size has usually been flight times and flight performance. Normally with the ducted little 65mm whoops, you get, prop wash. You don't get the same kind of power feel that you do with like a 5-inch or a larger quadcopter. So that has always kind of been a thing that kind of kept me away from, fully investing in the micros. Take a look at this video here. I put the review on the sub 250 Nanofly 16. This was an open propeller design here, no ducts on this one. And this one here was the funnest experience I have had with a 65mm sized FPV drone. I have had a ton of fun with this little guy. However, it does have its downfalls, mainly being that it's analog video system. It's got the, bi-blade prop design. Not to mention also the short flight times. This little guy only gets about 2.5 to 3 minute flight times. Something that I love about this quadcopter is that it uses tri-blade props, unlike your traditional bi-blade that most of the micros were using. This is using tri-blade. These are 1608 40mm, 1.5mm hub size, and these push right onto the motor stems. You don't need any screws or anything additional to get these props on. And honestly, they push on rather securely. And I've had multiple, crashes with this, and the prop, I've lost minimal props. Maybe 1 or 2 props I've lost in the whole time I've been flying this thing after numerous crashes. Props seem to stay on pretty well, and I think they're very durable. I've hit walls, I've hit RC drift cars, I've landed in trash cans with plastic bags. These props I've yet to break a prop yet. So let's talk about freestyle on this guy. So FPV freestyle with this, I thought was going to be fun, but definitely did not think it was going to make me actually be able to huck this thing over 50-foot trees and have plenty of power to boot as well. Now, yeah, keep in mind, if you're flying this on a windy day, you're going to have way less performance. You're going to have way less of a better time. But on calm days when the wind's not blowing, man, this thing really impressed me with the power to weight ratio, the throttle resolution, the way I was able to just hit full throttle and just huck it over these tall trees and freestyle with it. It feels amazing. It feels so locked in. Did get a little bit of prop wash, but honestly, for the types of big maneuvers that I was doing, giant power loops coming back into all kinds of prop wash, it handled it really well, way better than any kind of a ducted 65mm size would. So this thing right here for freestyle just felt absolutely amazing. I really love the long flight times on this, man. I'm able to get like 5 to 5.5 minute flight times with the 750 mile packs. I think that's amazing. Now that we've got the tri-blade props on here, yeah, we're able to fly longer, get longer flight times, and we have way more power as well. So it's just the perfect balance of everything that we're increasing here. We're increasing flight times, we're increasing power, while the weight is still low. Yeah, the power to weight ratio on this feels absolutely perfect. Wouldn't change a thing on that.
In a world full of heartache, do you ever feel lonely? You are more than your mistakes. Take my hand and I'll show you how tonight lose heart. You make it. Just look up the skies. The living come fly into the world. Come fly into the world. Blue skies, blue skies. You know you're gonna make it. Blue skies, blue skies. You know you're gonna make it. Remember what I told you. Forget what people say. Don't live in past regret, 'cause that was only yesterday. Lose heart, I know you.
All right, let's go over everything that I absolutely love about this. Let's talk about the flight performance. Wow, this thing, honestly, it flies amazing. It doesn't even feel like a micro. It feels like a bigger, larger quadcopter, like maybe a 3.5 inch. It feels very similar. And I think that using the heavier battery, you know, the 750 mAh 1S lipos, I think that actually helps having the little additional extra weight on this little guy. The power to weight ratio feels incredible. Very, very similar to like a larger quadcopter. This thing is perfect for chasing. I had a blast chasing RC drift cars with this. I felt like it was just the perfect scale, the perfect size on the RC drift track, able to get real close and get those really cool dynamic shots up on the cars, like basically licking the bumpers. And the thing that's great about it is you would think because it doesn't have ducks, you would think that, oh, well, if you hit something, it's going to go down right away. And that was not the case. I hit multiple things, and while yes, sometimes the quadcopter did go down after hitting some things, most of the time it was able to just bounce right off. I mean, there has to be something about this that I don't like, or that I can say, you know, pick apart. There's very little that I can pick apart on this. Other than not having the adjustable camera angle, that for me is probably the biggest downfall that I found with this quadcopter. You might be able to modify the TPU canopy a little bit to be able to get a little bit extra camera angle, but it's not going to be easy. So that's probably my biggest gripe with this quadcopter. One other thing about this quadcopter, a little bit of a downfall, but you just have to keep in mind that the HDZero video transmitter gets extremely hot when you're not flying. So if this thing's just sitting around, the HDZero VTX I found does overheat rather quickly. So I do have the low power mode set on this so that when the quadcopter is not armed, it only is outputting 25 milliwatts. However, even at 25 milliwatts sitting still, it does get relatively hot. Keep that in mind. Make sure you keep plenty of breeze on this guy. Make sure, you know, don't really plug it in until you're ready to take off kind of thing. You don't want this sitting around too much. All right, final thoughts on the Flywoo little Nano Micro here, Dead Cat HDZero version. I absolutely love it. Highly recommend it. It actually comes in 3 versions, HDZero version, a Walksnail version, and an analog version. And they all come in either Dead Cat or True X configuration. I love this. Definitely make sure you check out the 750 mAh batteries. I feel like those are perfect for this. They give you nice extra long flight times, as well as a good weight to power balance ratio. I feel like I have plenty of throttle resolution, especially in the top end of things. This thing absolutely screams, man. But thank you guys so much for watching. Links for everything will be down in the video description. Links to the quadcopter, several different models of it, the batteries, everything I'll put down in the video description below. Highly recommend you check this guy out. Definitely changed my mind about, you know, what 65 millimeter FPV drones could be. And I'm excited for the future of micros. And yeah, if they're heading in this kind of direction, definitely puts a big smile on my face. And I know it's going to make you guys even happier. Great job, Flywoo. Absolutely love this thing. And thank you guys so much for watching. And please make sure you like, share, subscribe. And until next time, guys, thanks so much for watching. Edrone out.